Gentlemen and ladies, welcome to the discussion of water balance in as far as the urinary system is concerned. We've already learned in first year, semester 1, about the distribution of water into water compartments within the body and how various factors affect water distribution in the body. The normal amount of water in the human body in females is 50% contribution to total body weight, 60% for young 70 kg adults. For babies, it's about 75%. For neonates, about 80%, and in old age, it reduces because of muscle loss. Water is necessary for many body functions, and levels must be maintained through homeostatic processes. So we've talked about how water is distributed, and you know most of it is intracellular. The rest is extracellular. The extracellular is interstitial, plasma, as well as transcellular, which is negligible. Water and salt. Changes in electrolyte balance causes water to move from one compartment to another, if you can remember. But there are so many factors that can actually affect this water movement, as the electrolytes are also affected in terms of their movement. So blood volume and blood pressure can be related to aldosterone effect, and we also have to realize that this can impair the activity of cells, leading to swelling and edema, and water intake therefore must equal water output. Sources for water intake, we have most of it is through ingestion. We also have water produced and from glycolysis, contributing about 10% of the needed water in the body. But water output is mostly through urination, and therefore the process of urination has to be controlled, otherwise we'll lose most of our water and we'll fail to maintain water volume. So in cases where we have a slightly favorable weather, we will have less water loss, and when the weather is favorable, we will have more water loss. Regulation of water and electrolytes reabsorption is under the influence of hormones like ADH, which is antidiuretic hormone, also called vasopressin, and also this is influenced also by aldosterone, which regulates how much sodium we reabsorb. So neurons in the hypothalamus will produce ADH, which will increase the production of water channels, which are called aquaporins in the collecting ducts. So these aquaporins, when they are a lot, they will be available to allow water passage through osmosis. And also remember that if there is a lot of movement of salts, in the case where we have aldosterone produced, it will increase the production of epithelial sodium channels, and these channels will allow the diffusion of sodium. This, in the end, in the presence of ADH, will facilitate the osmosis that ensures reabsorption of water and concentration of urine. Maintaining acid-base balance, so blood pH must remain between 7.35 and 7.45 to maintain homeostasis. So the metabolic reactions in the body are also influenced by pH, because enzymes are affected by pH, and therefore we have to maintain that. Alkalosis will be therefore a condition where pH is above 7.45, and acidosis will be a condition where pH is less than 7.35. Most acid-base balance is maintained by the kidney, where there is where the kidney will excrete bicarbonate ions if needed, will conserve and generate new bicarbonate ions if needed, and will also increase hydrogen ions if needed, and also conserve or generate new hydrogen ions if needed. Basically, regulation of these ions results in urine pH of 4.5 to 8.0, and therefore acidic urine will be a situation where someone is having a protein-rich diet, or there is starvation, or there is a complication of diabetes. Basic urine will be as a result of bacterial infections and vegetarian diet. Characteristics of urine used for medical diagnosis, and so what we have talked about ensures that we can easily interpret results of urine chemistry. Urine composition will be that most of the urine will be 95% containing water, also urea, a uric acid electrolyte, and amino acids in trace amounts. Where there is a lot of amino acids, it means that the barrier in the glomerulus is breached. This could be as a result of trauma, infections, and various factors. Volume produced ranges from 0.6 to 2.5 liters of urine per day. This is as a result of the fact that the 80 liters of filtrate that is produced by the kidneys, 99% of it is reabsorbed. The ureters, they are important to drain urine from the kidneys to the bladder. And where now the bladder will hold this urine, and it will be released under voluntary activity when it is socially acceptable. Why? Because there are constrictions of muscle called the sphincters, the external ones, which are skeletal muscles, are under the influence of the voluntary system. Then the urinary bladder will drain its blood into the urethra under the process that is called micturition. So micturition is also called voiding, and is a process where urine is drained from the bladder into the external environment. So the internal urethral sphincter is relaxed after stretching of blood by 200 mils. Activation is from an impulse sent to the spinal cord and then back via the pelvic nerves. The external urethral sphincter must voluntarily relax, unless in children where the voluntary system is not fully developed. And then incontinence is a condition where there is voluntary loss of control of urine passage from the bladder. And this could be stress incontinence, where you just cough and the urine flows. This is a medical condition and should be arrested and investigated. Retention of urine is where urine voiding or urine passage is hampered as a result of increased relaxation of the bladder, and this is an anticholinergic activity. Thank you very much. Here ends our urinary system discussion.